Let's unpack the unconditional two-dimensional coupled Markov chain model. The Markov property. Tomorrow depends only on today, never the full past. One matrix now sets the odds of moving between states. In 2D, a horizontal chain and a vertical chain are coupled to fill the grid. In this example, the odds of landing on state 1 depend on both neighbors. With no wells added, each run gives a different, purely stochastic result. First up, horizontal lamination. When the horizontal transition probabilities are much higher than the vertical ones, the model strongly favors staying in the same state sideways, stacking thin, flat, continuous layers across the section, just like the laminated beds in the real outcrop. Next, a layered structure. Here the vertical and horizontal probabilities are more balanced, so the chain still prefers to persist, but switches between states more often top to bottom, building a sequence of distinct, stacked layers rather than one continuous sheet. Now, cross-bedding. Lowering the persistence in one direction while keeping it high in the other creates these tilted, cross-cutting patterns, the kind of structure typical of migrating channels and dunes depositing sediment at an angle instead of flat layers. This one is the cliff structure, a much richer texture, because more states are active at once with more balanced transitions between all of them. That produces the complex, interbedded, almost chaotic pattern you'd expect from a cliff face cut through many overlapping depositional events, rather than a few dominant, orderly layers. Notice how no two runs ever look quite the same, since each cell's state is drawn from a probability, not a fixed rule. Finally, massive units. Push the transition probabilities towards staying in one dominant state in both directions, and the chain barely switches at all, producing broad, thick, uniform bodies, the geological equivalent of the single massive unit with almost no internal structure, the opposite extreme from cross-bedding and layering. Both papers are linked on screen if you want to dig deeper.